Good morning, everyone. This is a Monday morning strength and balance class with me, Hannah. You will need some water, a safe space to work, and a set of dumbbells if you choose to add some weights into your workout. I have a 3-pound set. You could use a 2, 3, or a 5. You could use 2 evenly weighted objects from your home, like soup cans or water bottles. Some comfortable clothing, and yeah, a good attitude for the Monday morning. We're gonna have some fun with this workout. There will be a couple of laying down exercises at the end, so exercises that we do on the floor. If you don't want to be on the floor, don't worry, I will give a seated option as well. As ever with my classes, there are some dogs and children loose and wild around the place, so just bear with me and please excuse any disturbances that might happen with unpredictable creatures. Let's stand up and let's get started. We are going to warm up first. Let me move my mat because I didn't check on that. All right, let's stand up nice and tall, and we're going to start by warming up. That's nice and easy, marching those feet on the spot and moving those arms forwards and backwards. Good. Take those hands and scoop those hands up above your head, bring them down. Scoop those hands up and bring them down. Scoop those hands up, bring them down. One more. Big scoop of those hands, bring those hands down. Let's roll those shoulders now. Nice big circles. Take deep breaths. Good. And let's roll those shoulders forwards. We can bring those arms out to the side, little circle here. And let's make some bigger circles. So picking those hands up, pressing them away, as if we're swimming a nice easy breaststroke. I'm still moving my feet. Nice to warm up both parts, upper and lower body at the same time. Good. Let's pick up those hands. We're going to press them away from your chest and pull them back. Press and pull, press and pull, press and pull back. And let's press those hands to the ceiling, pull them down to the sky even, pull down, press and pull, press, pull down. Good. Let's shake those arms out. We're going to stand with our feet hip width apart and we're going to circle our hips. And back in the other direction. Ooh. That feels a little more uncomfortable than I thought it was going to. All right, good. Let's take one foot. We're going to lift up that knee, take that knee out to the side, step it down. We're warming up our hips here. Hold on to something if you need to, because balance can be a challenge here. Pick up that knee, open with that hip, take that knee out to the side, step down, pick it up, come back in and down. Switch to the other side, pick that knee up, out to the side, step down, up, back in, and down. Get up, out to the side, down, pick it up, back in, and down. Good. Let's warm up our lower legs and our feet. We're going to touch our toe and then our heel. Point your toe and then touch that heel down, flex that toe right up. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. I like to add some arm movements into heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Let's switch to the other side. Touch your toe and your heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Good. We're going to pedal our heels up onto one toe and then the other. Filling up one hand and the other hand. Good. Keep that chest very nice and tall. Looking up and ahead. Our shoulders are back. Our chest is nice and tall. Good. Let's bring up both hands, press them back. Bend and press. Bend, press, bend, press, bend, and press. Good. Let's shake those legs out one at a time. Shake those arms out here too. Ooh. Good. Take a deep breath. Reach up. And exhale. Lower those arms. Big inhale as you reach those arms up. Nice big stretch. And exhale. Good. All right, to start with, we are going to do a squat. This could be a sit to stand. That is a version of a squat. If you need the support of the chair, we'll do a sit to stand. Otherwise, we will do a squat standing. We're going to use one weight. That's optional, but you can use one weight if you want to. Let me show you how this will look if you're seated, if you're using the chair. It's not our regular sit to stand. We're going to bring our feet out nice and wide. So on the outside of your chair legs, we'll stand up here. You want to turn those toes right out. Standing up, slowly sitting down. Big exhale, standing up and sitting down. If you prefer to stand up, which I'm going to do, you can hold a weight here too. I'm going to hold that weight just with my arms nice and low. Feet out wide, so a bit wider than shoulder width. Turn those toes out. We're going to sink down. Exhale, stand up. Good. Let's go nice and slowly here on the way down. Big exhale as we stand. We'll do one more. Good. Right, next exercise. Pop that weight down. I need to drink already. I think it's because I've been talking a lot. Now you might want something for some support. I'm just going to lean against my door here if I need it. We're going to stand up nice and tall and then pick up one knee and then the other. Just nice and slowly, and especially think about being nice and slow as you place that foot on the floor. Keep that back straight, so nice tall chest, shoulders are relaxed. You can also think about our core muscles, so pulling that belly button in towards your spine. And one more on each side. Good, very good. All right, next exercise. Still sticking with the lower body for now. We're going to do some heel raises. So feet are hip width apart. Again, you want to be close to your chair, your kitchen counter, your wall, whatever it is you might need for support. We're going to press up onto our tiptoes. Slowly lower those heels. Good. Again, thinking about that upper body. So pull that belly button in towards your spine. Shoulders are relaxed. And nice and slowly, whoops, is a little bit faster. If you find it's hard to slow down, you might want to for sure hold on to something just to slow yourself down. Oh, I don't have anything that's really good for the camera to hold on to here. All right, two more. Here's one. And two. Good. All right, great work. Have a quick drink. And we're going to do our squats again. Squats or sit to stands. If you want to use the weight, you can. I'm going to hold it at the very end. Turn my toes. Oh, somebody's jumping in the class. Turn those toes out a little way so your feet are wider than shoulder width here. And we're going to squat down. Good. Nice and slow on that way down. Big exhale as you stand up. Last one. Perfect. Put that weight down. And let's do those knee raises now. Standing up nice and tall, going to pick up one knee and then the other. Slowly placing that foot on the floor. Bringing that knee as high as you comfortably can. And if that's not as high as it looks like I'm doing, don't worry. Just as high as that works for you to do. One more on each side. 1 and 2. Good. All right, let's finish this this lower body section with those heel raises again. So standing up nice and tall, using that support, press yourself up onto your tiptoes, slowly lower down. Shoulders are back and relaxed, pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Whoop. I can't balance. All right, last one. Okay, little trickier there. Okay, have a quick drink and then we are going to jump to some upper body work. Okay, let's pick up our weights, one in each hand. Standing up nice and tall, feet hip width apart, little bend in those knees, shoulders are back, pull that belly button in towards your spine. Those weights, hands with those weights are going to be facing me. We're going to curl one hand and then the other, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now I want you to bring both hands up to 90 degrees. And we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're not bringing those hands all the way down. And now let's do both together. We're stopping at that 90 degrees. Last one. Very good. Relax those hands. Let's put one weight down. Just keep hold of the one. We're going to stand up nice and tall. Pick that weight up so it's straight up above your head towards the sky. I'm going to bend my elbows, bring that weight back behind my head, and then exhale to center. Looking up and ahead here instead of at the floor. Just realize there's hardly a cloud in the sky today. So nice. And one more, bending those elbows nice and slowly up towards your head, up towards your ceiling, sorry. All right, let's pick up that second weight. And we're going to do an overhead press. So pick weights up in each hand, elbows are up, and we're going to press one to the sky, and then the other, and then both at the same time for 2. 1 and 2. Good. Now 1, and the other. Now 2. 1, 2. Now 1, and the other. 2 and 2. Good. Drop those arms. Wonderful. Take those arms out a little bit. Roll those shoulders if you need to. And I feel it after that overhead press. Feel that in my shoulders. Have a quick drink if you need to here. And we're going to repeat those. So let's stand up with our palms facing the camera, facing forwards, and curl up one hand, and then the other, and then we'll do both together for 5. So here's 1 with a full extension, 2, nice and slow on the way down, 3, 4, last one, 5. Good. Now bring those hands both up to 90 degrees, and this is going to be our finish position. So we'll curl up one hand, the other hand, one hand, the other hand, and now both together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 8. Good. 7. And last one, 8. Great. Very good. Relax his hands slowly. Slowly pop that one weight down. Keep hold of the one. We're going to lift that above our head. So up to the ceiling. Bend your elbows very slowly so that weight comes back behind your head. Should look like this. Straighten up to the ceiling. Nice and slow. You can think about inhaling as you bend your elbows. Exhale back to center. Last one. Very good. And then last one for the upper body. Let's grab those weights, bring them up to a goal post position. I'm going to press one hand, the other, and then 2 at the same time. And again, the 2. Now one hand and the other hand. Now both together. Up, slowly down. Now one hand, the other hand, and 2. 1 and 2. My arms are shaking a bit. Yeah, drop those weights down. Excellent work. Time for a quick drink, and then we will we'll move on to the kind of abdominal, the core part of our workout. So we have a couple of exercises that we're going to be on the floor, also with a seated option if that's better for you. Just have to call my dog. Oh, he's back. He wasn't really going anywhere. All right, so seated. If you are going to be seated, here's what you'll do. Sitting up nice and tall in the middle of your chair, feet flat on the floor, sitting with great posture so our shoulders are relaxed and down. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. I'm going to pick up one knee and then the other. One knee and the other. Really concentrate on placing that foot slowly down towards the floor. If you want to, as you lower that foot, you can point your toe. You can't quite. I'll turn this way so you can see my toes. Point that toe to the floor. Right. Good. Second exercise will be a leg extension. So you're going to straighten out one leg, lift it up, bring it back. Other leg. And back. Straighten, lift. Straighten and lift. Good. All right, if you're on the floor, let's demonstrate and then we'll begin. People on the floor, let's come down to the floor now. People who are seated, get ready for those seated knee raises. If you're on the floor, you're laying back on your back. Feet are flat on the floor to begin with, and then you're going to bring those knees up so they're bent. 1 foot at a time is going to tap to the floor. So seated people, you can go ahead and be seated and do those knee raises. People who want to be on the floor, join in with me here. Just nice and slowly. This is a small movement. Really good for those lower abdominal muscles. Let's do 2 more. So 1 more on each side. Here's 1. Oh, a dog. And 2. Good. And relax those feet to the floor. People who are laying down now, let's go into those leg extensions. So you're going to stretch one leg out, lift it up, place it down, switch to the other side, stretch that leg out, lift it up, place it down. People on the floor, bring those feet, keep those feet flat on the floor. And we're going to slide one leg straight out and then the other. You can think about keeping those heels on the floor as you stretch. Good. If your heel comes up off the floor a little bit, that's okay, but we want it to be close to the ground.
Thanks, Lupe. I hope you can see me. See if I'm watching. And one more on each side. 1 and 2. Great. All right, stay where you are. So whether you're seated or laying down. Laying down, people pick those feet up. If you're seated, we'll do those seated knee raises, toe taps if you're on the floor. Good, just nice and slow. Think about engaging those core muscles, so bringing that belly button towards your spine. One more. Good, relax both those feet slowly to the floor. All right, people who are seated, time for those leg extensions. So you're going to straighten one leg, lift it up, put it down, straighten the other leg, lift, lower. Thinking about moving from the hip, keeping that great posture as you're seated. People on the floor, one leg at a time, sliding that heel out away from you, nice and slowly. Good. Taking nice deep breaths, really thinking about those core muscles. One more on each side. 1 and 2. Good. All right. Seated people, you can relax, have a drink. If you're laying down, we're going to get up nice and slowly. Walk your feet to one side of your mat. Drop those knees the opposite way and it'll roll you over. Use that top hand and then that elbow to push you up slowly to seated. And use your dog to help you the rest of the way. From here, should be easy enough to bring yourself up onto hands and knees. Take a second here to let your head adjust to being off the floor again. And then you can bring up one knee and push yourself up using your knee, or crawl yourself to your chair and use that to push yourself up. I'm going to slowly come up to one knee, push myself up. There we go. All right, little dizzy from the stand up, sit down. I'm just going to have a drink here and then we will do some balance. All right, perfect. Let us come up to feet and we're ready for some balance. Be close to something for support. So whether that's your door, I'm using the door, so the door is not a great example, but the wall, if you're outside as well, you could use the deck railing, that would be a good height, a chair, the back of the sofa, the kitchen counter, whatever it is to give you some stability and some support while we work on our balance. All right, up to feet if you're not on your feet yet. Let's bring our feet so they're as close to each other as they can be. Standing up in a nice narrow stance here. And think about pressing those feet into the ground. So as close together as they can be. Pressing those heels into the floor, plus pressing those toes into the floor too. Shoulders are back, chest's tall. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. Let's raise one arm to the ceiling or to the sky in my case. And then the other. And then both together. And down. Let's bring them both out to the sides. Raise those arms to the front. Turn those palms up. And then down.
and then down, up, and down, up, and down. Relax those arms. Good. All right. First exercise. We're going to start with a stand with our feet 1 foot right in front of the other. Now, if you can't get them so your foot is like heel to toe, that's okay. That's the closest they can be. I can't even stand like that. There can be a space between your feet if you need there to be, is what I'm trying to say. Also, this front foot can come out to the side a little bit. If they can't be directly in line today, that's okay. Make it work for you. I'm going to try and get my feet close together. I can't seem to stand up without wobbling here. And let's stand up nice and tall. Good. Relax those shoulders, a little bend in those knees to help you balance, keep you comfortable. Pull a belly button towards your spine. Let's reach one arm to the ceiling. And the other. And let's raise both arms. Take those arms out to your sides and we'll reach one forwards and one back. And the other way. Back to center and then relax those arms. And switch my feet around so the other one is forward. Bend in those knees to keep comfortable, to make that balancing a little bit easier. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to raise one arm to the ceiling. Bring that second hand up. Arms to the sides. And raise one forwards, one back. And the other way. Back to center and let's relax.
Oh, are you taking part? Are you going to be in the class? Are you saying hi to all the people? All right, let's relax there and then we will step into our next position. Is that where you're going to be? Okay. What is it? I can't remember. All right, we're going to stand up nice and tall, just like always. Feet, feet pretty close together. We're going to step one. Touch that toe to the sides. And touch that toe behind. Let's go around in that circle again. Touch that toe forwards. Out to the side. And behind. Okay, let's go to the other side. So touch that toe forwards. Touch out to the sides. And behind. Let's go forwards. Out to the side. And behind. Good, let's go back to that first side. Touch that toe forwards and take that foot off the floor a little bit if you can. My foot's just up a couple of inches, so not a lot. And back to out to the side. And behind. Good, touch that toe forwards. Out to the side. Pick that foot up off the floor. And touch that toe behind. Lift that foot up just a little.
Good. Let's go to the first side again. Try that one more time. Touch that toe forwards, lift it up off the floor just a couple of inches. Take that toe out to the side, up just for a moment. And touch that toe behind you. Take it up off the floor just a little bit. Good. Second side, touch the toe forwards, lift that foot up. Touch that toe to the side, lift that foot. And touch that toe behind you, lift that foot up. Good, relax those feet, very good. We're going to keep going with this circular feet exercise, but we'll make it a little bit more interesting. So we're going to pretend that we are in the center of a clock face and we're going to touch our feet to the different numbers on the clock. So let's touch one foot forward to 12. Now 1 and 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. If my 5 was a little bit like a 6. Switch feet for 7, then 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, I'm going to call out some numbers. Let's step to 3, then to 9, to 4, to 8, to 2, and 10, 11, and 1, and 11, and 1, 7, and 5, 7, now 3, then 11, and 5, and 11, and 5, now 6, 6 with the other foot, 6 with the other foot, now 2, and 1, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 3. Now 9, and 11, and 9, and 8, and you can relax. That was a lot. All right, let's keep going with some different balance. We're going to do our tightrope walk. We're going to stand up nice and tall and take little heel to toe steps forwards and backwards. My feet are touching each other, so my big toe touches the back of my heel to set it down. If you need to have a space in between your feet, that's okay. If you can't quite get that balance, that's all right. We can work up to it. Some other things to think about are moving very slowly. I really want you to slow this down. It's actually easier to rush and go faster than it is to slow this down. So let's be slow, and also let's not look at our feet. It looks like I'm not looking at my feet, but I actually am, because I can see myself on the screen. So I'm cheating. I'll try not to do that. Good, looking up and ahead of you. And if you can, changing the number of steps that you take forward. So instead of just going 3 forwards, 3 back, 3 forwards, 3 back, like I'm doing, maybe take 2 forwards this time and a few more back. I'm trying to keep myself so I'm visible on the camera all the time. So maybe don't exactly copy me, but take your own number of steps. Okay, we'll do a couple more here. Good, and relax. All right, last one, we're going to do some standing on one leg. So standing up nice and tall here, I'm going to take the weight onto my left leg. So that means kind of sinking onto that knee a little bit. I'm going to take my right foot forwards. So my heel is touching the floor in front of me. The chest really tall. Look up and ahead. Shoulders are back. Let's raise that foot off the floor, just a few inches. My foot is not very high. You're holding onto something if you need it. Then my same side arm, I'm going to reach forward. And then I can reach that second side arm forward. If you need to hold on for balance, that's okay. You don't have to do this with that second arm, just optional. Good. Let's switch to the other side now. So just take that step forwards, heel to the floor with your one foot. Standing up nice and tall, and then reaching that foot up off the floor, just a couple of inches if you can. Same side arm comes forwards. And the opposite, if you can. If you're holding on, that's okay. Good, and relax. Excellent. All right, let's have a quick drink, and then we are ready to stretch. All right, standing up nice and tall. Oops. I'm gonna bring that arm across your body. Nice stretch the shoulders after all that earlier shoulder work. No. Loop in. All right, let's switch to the other side. Good, relax those arms. Let's stretch one arm to the ceiling, to the sky. Bend the elbows of the arms behind your back. And then if you want to, you can press back on the arm, either on your forearm or like near your elbow, just to increase that stretch. So stretching that tricep after that big tricep extension we did. Good, relax those arms nice and slowly. And switch to the other side. So stretch one arm to the sky. Bend that elbow, bring that hand behind your back. And then press back on this arm, on the back of your arm, or you can use your elbow a little bit, just to increase that stretch, if you want to. Good, relax his arms nice and slowly. Let's grab a chair. Have a seat here. Oops, I'm a little bit close to the camera. You won't be able to see me. We're going to stretch one leg forward, heels touching the floor, toes are pointing at the ceiling, and we're going to hinge forwards at the hips. You feel the stretch in the back of this leg. When you can feel the stretch, you're going to pause there. Good, let's switch to the other side. Heel touching the floor, leaning forwards here. Good, let's sit up. I'm going to sit back in our chairs. Sit up nice and tall. Bring that chin down towards your chest. Good, back to center. Let's bring one ear towards your shoulder. Back to center and the other side. Good, back to center here. Now take your chin to look towards your one shoulder. Good, back to center again and the other side. Back to center again. Good. Let's stand up to finish. That was loud. Stand up to finish. Standing up nice and tall. Take those hands out behind you. Stretch those arms away from you. You're gonna stretch those fingers out. So they're like this. You stretch those fingers right out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift that chest, look up. You're gonna take a big inhale. And then exhale. Wrap those arms around yourself. A nice tight squeeze here. Pat on the back. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday morning. This is a great way to start the day. And I hope your day is lovely. See you next time.
Thank you, Hannah.
You're welcome. Have a good one, everybody.